Alright, what up everybody? I'm back with another Survivor video, and today, as you can see by the title, we are going to be talking about the old Final Tribal versus the current Final Tribal, how they both are, my thoughts on them, what they should change, and how it should look like in the future. Let's get into it. Hope you guys enjoy. So the previous Final Tribal format was all the way, it started in Season 1 Borneo and went all the way consistently to Millennials versus Gen X, where then in Season 34 Game Changers, they decided to change it up and go with the sort of open forum tribal.
In a way that will allow for a more open discussion between the jury and the final three. We're going to center it around the three aspects of the game: outwit, outplay, outlast.
Now, we will start with the formal tribal council. Now, just to explain what this was where each single jury member would stand up and they just talk to the people still in the game, the finalists. They could ask questions, it could be statements, it could be anything they want. It could be even a guessing game for some people. Now, there was a lot of pros from this. One of them being a lot of iconic moments came out of these final tribal councils, like Sue Hawk's Snakes and Rats speech in Season 1, Trish's speech to Tony in Cagayan. You know, we got a lot of those. Brenda's speech, all of them. And also, you know, it just creates better TV, yeah, at least in my opinion. You know, Final Tribal Council is more of, you know, you're really looking forward to it. Crazy moments can happen, sad moments, heated moments, all that good stuff. Now, a con that I took away from this, personally, is that I don't really think it's the best format to determine who played the game the best or who deserves the $1 million and the title of Sole Survivor. You know, although there's some crazy heated moments, a lot of the jury speeches, it's not talking about the game. Some speeches are literally a hate speech towards a singular player, personally, and it doesn't really do a lot for the game.
So that no one else has to be subjected to your constant crying anymore. And maybe if you got some, then it would seem a little more sincere when you are crying about your dead father.
As well as, you know, no disrespect to these players, but, you know, Kelly Wigglesworth and Greg from Borneo, you know, their jury speeches were a guessing game. Now, it was an iconic moment, but, you know, it's a big prize, and I've never been a jury member, I've never been part of the game, but I'm just saying, you know, it would be better to get information and use it. You know, we have so many speeches where it's just not focusing on what the player did. They just want to, you know, get something off their chest. And, you know, it makes for good TV, like I said, but it might not be the best way to determine a winner. Okay, now moving on to the current Tribal Council format. This is a open forum where every single jury member, you know, is just having sort of a debate between themselves and between the finalists. Now, Jeff Probst usually says, all right, we're going to be on the outwit portion, and then the jury, you know, talks about that, asks some questions for a couple minutes, at least on TV, then the outwit portion, and then the outplay portion, whatever order it's in. And, you know, some things are obviously kept the same. The finalists, however many there are, 2 or 3, still get to, you know, make a plea of why they deserve it. The jury still asks questions, can say whatever they want. It's more of everyone talking to each other solely based on the game. We haven't really got any sort of things where it was like the old Final Tribal Council where someone was, you know, saying, why'd you backstab me, all this. The closest thing was maybe Andrea in Game Changers when she was crying to Sarah about backstabbing and all that. But after that, you know, it's just been purely on the game. Now, something positive I take away from this is that it's a better way of determining a winner, at least in my opinion, as there's so many different opinions all clashing with each other, you know, as the jury. And people can say what they think. Other people can say what they think, and the players can back it up on the 3 main points of the game. So it is a very smart way to determine a winner. Now, obviously, it's nowhere near as good TV as before, and that's really, you know, the negative. It's not as good TV, and also one more negative is sometimes some of the jurors we don't even see talking. I'm sure, actually during filming, they obviously are asking questions as tribal council takes a lot more time. But on TV, we didn't even see half the people talking on this past season. Which is, kind of a letdown. We want to see these interactions again, how they are voted out to the players that voted them out. And yeah. Now, personally, I think this is very tough to decide which format is better and what they should use because, as I said, there's pros and cons for both. This idea popped in my head, before I started making the video, I said I like the old tribal way better. They should go back to it, no doubt. But, listing the facts, getting, information on it, actually, talking about it, I have to say, I think the new tribal council is a perfect way to end off a season. I know people are probably going to be hating, like, this idiot. How does he enjoy it more? And it's not even a matter of enjoying it more. It's that it has more potential. Like I said at the beginning of the video, old tribal has been going on for so long. New tribal has been here for, 6 seasons. So, give it a shot. Something iconic that could happen is, how they're always sitting down. Maybe one person is so heated, they stand up, they walk up to them, or something like that. They gotta involve all the jury members though, that's a must. But I just think it's a better way to end it, and it's a better way to actually determine the best winner of the season. Because, sometimes when it's solo talking, solo questions, a lot of the time it used to just be, why'd you blindside me, what was the story behind it? Okay, thank you. That would be it. This time we talk about the game in depth. So, they're both very close, but I would still go with New Tribal. As much as it, it's not as good television, but it can get there if we give it time. So that's my opinion. Comment what yours is. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, everyone, and peace out.
$1 million on your father's soul and memory. Yes or no? It's $1 million question.
Yes.